see already it's gonna be a fight getting back home. I'm not even paddling. You see how fast I'm moving. Today, the plan is to scout this piece of public land here behind me in search of any white-tailed deer sign, bedding, and distinct trails, and also to see if there's other sign of hunters here. I've never set foot on this piece before. I've driven past it all my life and never even thought to go look at it, so hoping to find that this is a good one. We'll see what we find. The first place I'm going to scout in this area is this finger that pokes way out into the river here. There's a chance that there might be some beds out on it. I'm seeing a lot of hog wallows in here. And out here, where you find hogs, at least in large quantities, there's not a whole lot of deer. They kind of run them out of the area, it seems like. There's a lot of great trees in here, like this one. Just slinging a stand onto and hunting, but there's just no deer sign. I'm going to move over across the cove onto the mainland and get off this finger, see if there's more sign out there. Well, more than anything, this is why I do my pre-season scouting. Obviously someone's been hunting in here before. It looks kind of old, but still, I know I'll find animals in the places that I scout. But how much pressure they're under is what the real question is. This is a very, very hard break in habitat type. Went from that tall, thicket brush kind of savanna into this old cottonwood corridor. There's a high likelihood that I'll be finding some whitetail sign in here, so I'm going to be going pretty slow, looking really carefully all up and down this thing. Now this is always the kind of diversity and habitat that I'm looking for whenever I'm looking to hunt an area on public land. You've got over here your wide open, it's softwood, it's a cottonwood corridor where you can see into there about 25 yards. I mean, it's a open woods sort of setup. You got over here the very thick, dense cedars and cedar elm types, along with a few interspersed hackberries, which is all great, short woody browse. Right here down this edge, and you can see it here on camera. There's thick stuff on this side, open woods on this side. Right down it is a trail. So I guarantee you bucks cruise. I'm about to walk down it and see if I can find any rubs or buck droppings, any old sign from last rut season. So far, all these rubs that I've found are within about 25 yards of each other. I see another one over here, another one right back up in there. So this is a bit of a nest in here. I'm gonna keep looking. This is exciting stuff. Now it doesn't get much better than this. Got right down here a massive trail, very regularly used. Got perfect hanging tree stand trees all along here, right along the trail. Followed that trail from there another 10 yards. Found these deer beds. You can see on the camera all the hairs in there. That's all deer hair. And there. Come up under here, see all the hair there. Right back here. It's gotta be the biggest rub I've ever seen out here. More beds out here in this little cottonwood thicket. Now I'm really getting into it. Everywhere I look, I find a freaking bed. Bed there. Bed right there. Bed right there. And another one just beyond right there. This is wild. This looks like a scrape, but I think it's another bed. Along with that there too. So I'm going to go ahead and scout around a little bit more in this area to find some entryways, some good trails, quiet ways to get into this spot to be able to set up a stand. And then I'm going to move to a different spot on this unit that I can hunt as well. Let this area settle down, get my scent out of here. There's something I'm kind of asking myself after coming in here, seeing all this sign, seeing everything that looks so wonderful about this spot. The one thing I haven't seen is a deer. I haven't jumped anything. My best guess is that they're not hanging out in here in the middle of the day in the summer, that this is just nighttime bedding. This is a nighttime area for them, because this time of year they got to be close to the water, and I'm about 200, maybe 300 yards away from any water at all. So my bet is that they're all back that way, bedded down in the day. And that's something to consider, because when the season starts in September, late September, early October, it's going to be about the same temperature out here. It might be about 5-6 degrees cooler, but it's still blazing hot here, and they're going to want to be close to water. So as I depart this area, I'm going to go towards water and see what I find there. I'm back at the water's edge now. Gonna head my way back up to my kayak. I just blew out a pile of deer that were bedded down in here. They're staying close to the water, as I suspected, just not in the area I expected. This makes more sense anyways. There's all these greens in here for them, so yeah, this makes sense. But I'm gonna start walking the shoreline back up to the kayak and start making my way back to the truck. Wrapping this up. Learned a lot in there. There's a lot of deer. Didn't get much on camera as far as deer movement, but a lot of sign. So it's too hot. I'm ready to get to the house, cool off, take a shower, and be done with this.